level 200, direct, Golf Zulu Romeo, India.
Hello.
Hi.
Do you speak English?
Sure, what do you need?
Okay, just a question. Do you know what is a chemtrail?
The what?
A chemtrail.
I do know what a chemtrail is.
Yeah, and is it true?
Well, there's a big debate.
Okay. No.
I don't want to go on record for that.
Okay. No, but do you believe it? I don't know.
Well, I don't have enough information for that.
Okay. Yeah, but because I saw a lot of videos on the internet, and it really looks believable.
Well, it's arguable both ways, I think.
Yeah?
Depends on which side you're on, but...
Yeah. But what is your personal opinion of it?
I think there's part of truth.
Part of truth, yeah. Yeah, we should investigate this, because when it's true, imagine so many people, they suffer of this.
Yeah, it's a necessary evil, as you would say.
Yeah.
About the chemtrail generator.
Oh.
Let's make sure that thing's working. We're gonna go check this out.
I gotta...
133.6. Oh, look at that! They're working. They're working. You can see the chemtrails coming out of the entrance here. Look at that.
I'm dying to take a picture.
Oh, that's cool.
My neighbor, you got yeah. So I
chemtrail generator. I'm doing a video. Chemtrail generators are on, and yeah, there it is. Look, you can see them. Oh, hey, that's awesome. It's working.
How much more evidence do you need that they're spraying us with shit? Absolute fucking shit. There goes another one in the process. Don't tell me these pilots don't know what the fuck they're doing. They know what they're doing. They're spreading chemicals on. Now for the last 2 weeks it's been hammered like this, and everybody has got a bad chest, a cough and a cold. Now you're telling me that that's a virus? Something that just naturally occurs? Bullshit. This is where it's coming from. All this shit is landing on your fucking heads. Wake up, people. It's time to fucking wake up.
Aircraft making a condensation trail is very similar in many ways to when you go outside on a cold day and exhale. You create a condensation trail. That little cloud is a condensation trail. Now, if you take a 2-mile walk on a cold day, and you can turn around and you can see your condensation trail tracking all the way back for 2 miles. That's how crazy it is to think that what we're looking in the sky is actually condensation trails.
The contrails, not the chemical, the contrails occur because of cold air, minus 30. It takes high altitude, around 30,000 feet plus. There's carbon dioxide and water vapor in that exhaust. That turns to ice crystals, and that's what you see, the white stream behind it. Those white crystals of ice warm up, dissolve, and the smoke goes away. And it never lasts more than a minute. What we're seeing now, and I first could not believe it, and I started looking at the skies, and these are not normal. They're not natural. There's something going on. I don't know who it is or why they're doing it. All I can testify is it's not natural and it's not normal. It's got to be some outside influence doing that. Thank you.
See those mountains over there? Not really. They're there. You can't barely see them. Why can't you see them? You say it's fog? It's not fucking fog. It's noon. The fog should have burned off a long time ago. See those mountains? I'm getting sick and tired of being sprayed every fucking night while I sleep. They're spraying the fuck out of us. Calling it fucking fog. It's bullshit. Look at those mountains. You can't even see them, and they're right there, a couple miles away. I'm sick of this shit.
When you look into that and ask questions, they say, oh yeah, contrails. No, Contrails are behind a jet. If you see a jet flying very high, the stripe, the condensed stripe behind it, that's normal. But in areas first observed where there's very little population, you see a jet airplane going, it's not only one, they have 4 condensed stripes behind them. They go this way, this way, this way, this way, and then this way, this way, this way, this way. And when you inquire about it, ask people, you recognize that the real climate change scientists are truly ticked off, because apparently nobody really is asking them. It's the special interest, in my opinion, it's the oil industry, the energy industry, that are blowing smoke up somebody's you-know-what.
Take a look at these things. I'm supposed to be out shopping, and they're spraying chemtrails all goddamn day over my head. It's beginning to look a lot like Chem Sky. Google, is it okay if I make this video? Will I lose my account? Will I be banned from YouTube for recording the fucking sky? Is that okay, Google? Am I allowed to do that? No, you can't show the sky either. Google is completely corrupt. Talk about chemtrails, you lose your fucking channel. How dare you expose the US government and their bullshit lies? How dare you record the fucking sky? 65, 66 passes. Wow, look at all of those contrails. It's all natural. Saturate your sky with chemtrails. You can have a chem halo. Wow, you thought double rainbows were cool? Look at the death in the sky. It's a chem halo. Oh my god. Let's all celebrate as the Nazis slaughter us.
U.S. military whistleblower. She has an amazing, fascinating story that we will share with you here today. Now, Kristen, can you tell us what branch of the military you were in and what you uncovered?
Sure. I was in the Air Force on active duty for 9 years, and I worked in bioenvironmental engineering.
And now, I know the issue came up with chemtrails. I know that's an extremely controversial issue. A lot of people are extremely divided on this issue, but you actually saw things from your experiences that kind of give it a little bit more validity than I actually saw ever before. Can you go into the details of exactly what you saw?
Yeah, basically, to summarize it, part of my job was to know everything that was going on in the military and what type of impact that might have on human health, and then the environmental aspects and impacts. What chemicals are we using? How are we disposing of it? Kind of cradle to grave. So we were the internal compliance people for following OSHA and EPA standards. One part of that process was to approve chemicals, hazardous materials. You know, what are you using? Why do you need it? Where's it being used? And tracking that disposal. After it being brought to my attention about chemtrails or geoengineering, I used to think it was crazy. It actually was disrespectful to my line of work, because here we are trying to prevent environmental aspects and impacts and not have anybody get sick from our operations. But in an attempt to debunk, it changed my life. I started noticing things. I started noticing large quantities on the system where I would approve chemicals that did not have a manufacturer name, wasn't tied to a building, and that was normal protocol. When I started asking questions, I slowly became demonized. A couple years passed after that when I asked again and people realized I was kind of being more vocal about it on social media. I was starting to be thrown into a mental institution and have my daughter taken away.
Wow.
That changed my life. I no longer view the military the same way, and I feel like after 9 years of trying to uphold an oath, I'm able to do that now.
I'm going to tape this time. And so this is what we did before. This is what this is. This is the wine spit test, where you rinse your mouth out and then you take grape juice and you hold it in your mouth and you spit it out into a petri dish. Well, what we did is we used the zeolite, the zeoforce. This stuff says it cages this stuff, this stuff that's in these chemtrails, it's in our bodies. Okay, so then now Chris is going to pour in a little bit of that little tiny bit of the 91% alcohol. Watch, the stuff is alive. Watch what happens. Pour some in, just a little. Watch. Look. Look what it does.
Now you can film it up close.
Oh yeah.
That's totally freaking.
Is that freaking freaky? This is in every single one of us. This is spookier and weirder than I even want to go there. Look at it. It's starting to get the other stuff. It was climbing out of the petri dish. It was like trying to climb out.
Whether people believe in chemtrails or not, the geoengineering should be scary enough. And when people learn about geoengineering, chemtrails will then become apparent because they're the same.
This is from a snow surface at Mount Shasta. 61,100 micrograms per liter of aluminum. This is just ordinary snow water. And people are drinking this stuff when they're hiking on the mountain. And remember, government action is required at 1,000. This is 61 times over the government limit, and our hikers are drinking this poisonous water on Mount Shasta Mountain itself. Strontium, 383. Barium and strontium will take away from your bone structure, make for weak bone structure. The aluminum, though, that's scary, you know. What is it? Alzheimer's, autism, gosh knows what that's doing.
All right. I've just went out there and got this one. This is the chemtrail aftermath. You can see on the date. This is that white stuff that comes from the chemtrails. And I snatched this off the screen going on the inside. I want to see what this is going to do. Nasty. It's got the little white specks in it too. Oh, and you toward the top of the water you can see the strands. Okay.